Hello lovely people, this is 7. I know it's a while since I came to you, but I've fully returned and I'm back. So what we are going to do from these sections is we are going to tackle the quantitative reasoning questions. Quantitative reasoning is basically math questions. We are going to solve math questions, and the quantitative reasoning has a number of topics under them, from arithmetic down to advanced quant questions. So what we are going to do is we are going to tackle each of the topics, and under each topic there are a number of questions. Once you go through these questions, then it means that you are basically done with every topic of the quantitative, because this is basically how they are going to coin the questions, how the questions can appear in quantitative under each topic. So once you do this, then you are good to go. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to go through the arithmetic. So we are going to go through and zoom into it. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do that and hit on the notification bell to get notified once a video is uploaded. So let's do that. Okay, so with the first question, like we know already, quantitative reasoning is just comparison. So the first question, you have 39 minus 25 minus 17. So with this minus this will give us 8. So we have 39 minus 8. This is giving us 31 for quantity A. And the quantity B side is 39 minus 25 minus 17. So this gives us 39 minus this will give us 14. 14 minus 17 will give us minus 3. So comparing this, quantity A is greater. So that is the answer we're going to choose. Quantity A is greater. Then we move on to question 2. So with question 2, we have 14 for quantity A, 14 minus 3, 4 minus 6. So this works like the normal thing that we know, BODMAS, or they will say PEMDAS or PEDMAS, depending on how you want to go. So the bracket first, we get minus 2 here. So 14 minus 3 minus 2. So this will give us minus 3 times minus 2 will give us, so 14 plus 6. This gives us 20. Then with the quantity B section, 4 times minus 3 times 2 times minus 1. So 4 times minus 3 minus 12 times 2 minus 24. Minus 24 times 1, we have 24. So with question 2, quantity B is greater. Then we move on to question 3. Question 3, we have minus 5 times 1 divided by 5. Minus 5 times 1 gives us minus 5. Divided by 5 gives us minus 1. Just like that on the quantity B side, we have the same thing. So we have minus 6 divided by 6 giving us minus 1. So the quantities are equal. So in that case, your answer will be C. That is, the quantities are equal. Then we move on to question 4. So question 4, we have 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1. 1, 2, 3. So we work with the inner bracket first. 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Then right now we have 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 will give us 2. Then now we'll have 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 will give us a 3. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 will give us 3. So our answer is 3. So you will type the 3 into the box you've been given. Then we move on to question 5. So with question 5, we have minus 2 to the power 3 divided by 2. Minus 2 to the power 3 gives us 8. So 8 divided by 2 will give us 4. So quantity A is minus 4. And quantity B is minus 2 to the power 2. So that is to say minus 2 times minus 2. That will give us 4. So it means 4 is greater than minus 4. So quantity B is greater. Then we can move on to question 6. So question 6, quantity A has 5 cubed minus 5 squared. So 5 cubed is 125. So 125 minus 25. So this will give us 100. Or we can factor out 5 squared. 5 squared, we get 5 minus 1. So this will give us 4. 5 squared is 25 times this, giving us 100. Then on the quantity B side, we are comparing it to 5. So 105, 100 is greater, so quantity A is greater. Someone may see this to be, okay, 5 cubed minus 5 squared, then means that the answer is 5. That is not that. 5 cubed is 5 times 5 times 5. So that is 125. So don't be, let me say, trapped. Moving on to question 7. Question 7 is minus 10 minus 3 squared for quantity A. So working on this, the bracket side, we'll get minus 10 minus 3 squared will give us positive 9. So we'll have minus 10 minus 9 giving us minus 19. Then on the quantity B side, we have, there's a bracket 10 plus minus 3 squared. So minus 3 squared will give us also positive 9. So this will give us minus outside 19, multiplying giving us minus 19. So the two quantities are equal, minus 19 minus 19. So our answer is C. That is, the two quantities are equal. So with question 8, it's not there. So question 9. Question 9 is telling us to sum everything. So what you have to do is just see that the first two columns will cancel out third and fourth column. So it is a negatives of that, it is the negatives of that. So once you are able to see that your addition is going to be the fifth and the sixth column, so adding that up, just like 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus, so that will give us 147. So you type that into the box you are given. Question 10 is kind of a lot. So they are saying that every 2 weeks she was paid according to the following schedule. At the end of the first 2 weeks, she received $120. So she was paid in 10 weeks. So first 2 weeks, every 2 weeks she's being paid. So she was paid at the end of week 2, week 4, week 6, week 8, week 10. So week 2 she was paid $160. So at the end of week 2 she received $160. Then they are saying that at the end of each subsequent, so the other subsequent 2 week period, she receives $1. So $1 plus what she has received in the previous week. So she would receive $160. She received $160 in the previous week. So that would add up to the $1, giving us $161. So she was paid $161 at the end of week 4. Then at the end of week 6, each subsequent 2 weeks, so she received her $1. Then what she has received in previous weeks, she has received $161 and $160. So she has received $321. So at the end of week 6, she received $322. Then this one to $1 plus what she has received in previous weeks, $322 plus $331. So that is giving us $643. She has received $644 at the end of week 8. Then week 10, $1 plus $644 plus $643, giving us $1287. So at the end of week 10, she received $1288. So at the end of all the 10 weeks, she has received the summation of all these things, the cumulative of this. So adding this one up gives you $2575. So that's what she received at the end of the 10 weeks of summer. So that you type that into the box you are given. Question 11. Question 11 is saying that a book with 80,000 words costs $24 and a short story with 1,000 words costs $1. So right now, cost per word of book. So what is the cost of the book? Quantity A. What is the cost of the book? The book costs 24. So 24 divided by words cost per word. So divided by the number of words, 80,000. So that will give us 0.0003. Then quantity B is cost per story. Cost of the story is $1 divided by the words cost per word of the story, number of words 1,000. So that will give us 0.001. So we see that quantity B is greater. So question 11, quantity B is greater. Question 12. Question 12 is saying that there is a table showing prices and all, and it gives us that the price for ticket at Natural History Museum on a weekday for one 12-year-old. So looking at the age range, one 12-year-old weekday is $7. So quantity A, we have $7. Then and one 39-year-old. The 39-year-old is between the range of adults, so 19 to 64. So that's for weekday is also $14. So the total for this is going to be $21. Then quantity B, saying that the price of tickets for natural eating on a weekend for one 4-year-old. So one 4-year-old is children under 5, so that is free. So that is zero. That person will not pay. Then 2 8-year-olds. So the 8-year-olds are within the child range. So that was weekend. So weekend is $9. So 2 times 9 will give us 18. 2 times 9. And one senior over 65 years. Weekend, that is $10 plus $10. The question is that after applying a coupon of $10, so their total is 18 plus 10, that will give us 28. So because they applied a coupon of $10 minus 10, giving us 18. So in this case, quantity A is moving on to question 13. So question 13, on a certain train, ticket costs $6 each for children and $9 for adults. The total train ticket cost for a certain group of 6, so there were 6, was between 44 and 50. So you are finding the number of children and the number of adults. So all we know is that the total is supposed to be in the range. There are 6. So the cost, so if children is X, adults will be Y. So 6X plus 9Y should be in the range of 44 less than total, T for total, less than 50. So the total is supposed to be in the range. So we can test with numbers. So let's make them equal. 3 children, 3 adults. So 6 times 3 plus 9 times 3. So this will give us 18 plus 27. That will give us 45. And you see, we within the range. So it's possible for the number of children to be equal to the number of adults. So in one case, 3. So that would work. 2 children, 4 adults. 2 children, 4 adults. 36 plus 12, 48. It's within the range. So it's possible for us to get 2 children, 4 adults. So if it is quantity A is asking us for the number of children. So in this case, the number of adults is greater than the number of children. But also we got a situation that they were equal to. So when it happens this way, then it means that our answer cannot be determined from the given relationship, because in one situation they were equal, in another situation quantity B was greater than quantity A. So it cannot happen. So it cannot be determined. Question 14. Question 14 says that 617 is divided by 49. So with your on-screen calculator, so this one you do the calculation. You do 617 divided by 49. So you are going to get 12.5918. And the question is saying that what is the sum of the tens and the tenths digit? So we know that before the decimal place is ones, tens. So our tens digit is 1. Then our tenth. So after the decimal place, it moves in this way. We don't have one, but we have tenth. The first one will be tenth. The second one, hundredth. So like moving in the other direction on the left side. But with th, we don't have one. So we start with tenth, hundredth, thousandth, 10,000. So that's how we move. Our tenth digit is 5. So the sum of 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So our answer is going to be C. That is 6. C. That is 6. Question 15. Question 15 is saying that the number of days between May 30th, 1917 and May 15th, 1996 inclusive for quantity A. So in this case, you just need to do a comparison. Do a comparison of the years. So when you subtract the years, I think you are going to get about 79 years. From 1917 to 1996, like 79 years. Likewise, from 1912 to 1991, also 79 years. So if that is the case, it doesn't mean that it will be the same. So comparing it, you see that from quantity A is what? They started late in the year, May 30th. That was just like maybe the last but one day. And they ended early. That is May 15th. Started late, ended early. But if you check quantity B started early and ended late. So out of that, you will get even, it will make up a year and still get like about 15 days in excess. But for quantity A, it will not make up a year because it started from May 30th. Then this is May 15th. It is not up to even 1 year. But for quantity B, it will make 1 year and even have 15 days in excess. So quantity B will be greater. Quantity B will be greater because it started from May 15th and ended May 30th of a different year. Moving on to question 16. Question 16 says, Alpha's coffee shop offers a buy 6 cups of coffee, get 1 free. If you buy 6, we give you 1. Then Boris is 15% off all orders of 6 or more cups. So if you buy 6 or more, we give you 15% discount. So at Bush Shop, the regular price of coffee is $2.6. So quantity is saying that the total cost of one order of 7 single cups of coffee from Alfred's. So quantity A, because you are doing buy 6 get 1 free, so it means that if you want 7, actually it means you are supposed to buy 6. Then we'll dash you that 1. So you're going to pay for 6. So you have 6 times 2.6. The cost for the cost of coffee. So that would give us 15.6. So that is the cost at quantity A. Then quantity B, the total cost of one order of 7 single cups. If you are buying 7, then it means that it is 7 times 2.6. 7 times 2.6 would give 18.2. So after finding the 15% off, that is meaning that they are going to pay 85%. 85% of the 0.85 times 18.2 will give us 15.47. So in this case, quantity A is greater. You pay more in shop A. Quantity A is greater. 15.6 is greater than 15.47. That is that. Then question 17. In a certain ancient kingdom, the standard unit of measure was the crown. So the crown is equal to 10 standard modern inches. And an alternative measure was the scepter. So scepter is also equal to 14 standard modern inches. So if a tower measured 70 crowns, how many scepter tall was it? So because all of them have a common unit of measure, that is, they are all equal to a standard modern inches, we can convert it to standard modern inches, then bring it into the scepter. So the crown, we have 70 crowns. So 70 crowns would be, if more, let's divided by 1 times 10 SMI. So that would give us 700 standard modern inches. So 70 crowns in standard modern inches is 700. And we want to bring it into scepter. So if more, let's divide. So 700 standard modern inches divided by 14 standard modern inches times scepter would give us 50 scepters. So it means 70 crowns would be equal to 50 scepters. So our answer would be C for question 17. Moving on to question 18. Question 18 is saying that a total of $450 was donated to charity by 25 employees. If 15 employees donated at least $12 but less than $19, and 9 employees donated at least $19, what is the maximum amount in dollars that the last employee could have donated? The summation to 15 plus now give us 24, so it's left with 1. So because we want the maximum the person can give, it means that the rest should pay least so that this person can pay more. For the 15 employees, we are going to pay 15 times 12. 15 times 12 is 180. Then the other 9 people will also donated at least 19, so that one to the list. So 9 times 19, also 171. So the summation of this gives us 351. So plus the last person's contribution, the last person would give us the $450 that they donated. So the last person would give 450 minus 351, which is $99. So you will type $99 into the box. Question 19. It says that a tank has the capacity of 200 pints. How many gallons of water would it take to fill the tank to 3/10 of its capacity? 1 gallon is equal to 8 pints. So the tank capacity is being filled to 3/10 of its capacity, but the total capacity is what? 200 pints. So 200 times 3/10 would give us 60. So we are filling it to 60 pints. The thing is 200 pints, but we are filling up to 3/10. 3/10 is 60 pints. We are filling up to 60 pints. So if you are filling it up to 60 pints and we want to find it in terms of gallons, and we are saying that 1 gallon is equal to 8 pints. So we want to find 60 pints in gallons. So if more, 60 pints, let's divide 8 pints times 1 gallon. So that will give us 7.5 gallons. So that will be the answer you type into the box. 7.5 gallons. Question 20. Question 20 is asking us that 1 kg is equal to 2.2 pounds. The number of kilograms is 44 pounds. So 44 pounds. If more, let's divide 2.2 pounds times kilogram. 1 kg. Then for quantity B, so 44 divided by 2.2. Quantity B, the number of pounds in 2.2. So in 44 kilograms, 44 kilo. If more, let's divide 1 kilo times 2.2 pounds. So this will give us way more. So quantity B will be greater because 44 is being multiplied by 2.2. But for quantity A, it is being divided by 2.2. So quantity B is greater for question 20. Question 21. So in question 21, we have the formula for converting degree Fahrenheit to Celsius is this. So Celsius is equal to 5/9 F minus 32. What is the value of F when C is 30? So when C is 30 is equal to 5/9 F minus 32. So 30 times 9. So 270 is equal to, so we can divide by 5, is equal to F minus 32. 270 divided by 5. 5 goes into this 5. Remember, 5 goes into 24, 54. So 54 is equal to F minus 32. F is equal to 54 plus 32. So that would give us 86. F is equal to 86. Our answer is C. Question 22. Question 22 is saying that on a trip, Joe's car traveled an average of 36 miles per gallon. 36 miles per gallon of fuel. Approximately how many kilometers did the car travel on 10 liters of fuel? 100 kilometers. On 10 liters of fuel, 5 miles is equal to approximately 8 kilometers. 1 gallon is equal to approximately 4 liters. Because we want to do away with the miles and the gallons to get liters and kilometers and all. So gallon will be up, then liters will be down. So that conversion, that's what it's going to be. So we have what? 1 gallon. So 1 gallon divided by 4 liters. And actually use 10 liters. Then we have, they said 5 miles is approximately equal to 8 kilometers. So gallon will cancel gallon. Miles will cancel miles. Lit will cancel lit. So we are left with the kilometers. 4 goes here, 2. 5 goes here, 2. So right now we have 36 times 4. 36 times 4 will give us 144 kilometers. So you type that 144 into the box you are given. Question 23. Question 23 says, how many inch square tiles would it take to cover the floor of a closet that has the dimensions of 5 feet times 4 feet? 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So 5 feet. 5 feet times 4 feet. 1 inch square tiles. So converting the feet, so 12. So this will give us 60 inch times 48 inch. Because 1 inch square, the multiplication will give us the exact number. So 60 times 48 will give us 2,880. So the number of tiles needed are 2,880 because it's 1 inch squared. So that would make up for that. So our answer will be E 2,880. Question 24. Question 24 says chart A ate 3/5 of a kilogram of chocolate and child B ate 300 grams of chocolate. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. The weight in grams of the chocolate that a child A ate, she ate 3/5. 3/5 is 0.6. 0.6 times 1 kg. That is 100 grams, will give us 600 grams. So child A, quantity A, 600 grams. Then child B ate 300 grams at twice the weight. So 300 grams times 2. 2 times 300 grams would give us 600 grams. So they all ate the same. They all ate 600 grams. They all ate 600 grams. So it's equal to C. Then 25. 25 says out of a 5.5 billion bacteria grown in an experiment, 1 in 75 million has a particular mutation. Approximately how many bacteria have the mutation? So basically we are dividing to 5.5 times billion is what? To the power 9. Then 1 in 75 million. So 75 million times million is 10 to the power 6. Have that mutation. So the 6 can cancel 6 from here. So it will be left with 3. So we are basically finding 5,500 divided by 75. 5,500 divided by 75. So that would give us equal to 73.3333. So that is approximately 73. So our answer is B. Our answer is B, 73. Then question 26. Question 26 is also saying that a particular nation's GDP is 4.8 billion. If the population of the nation is 1.75 million, what is the per capita GDP? So that one to the same division, 4.5 billion times 10 to the power 9 divided by 1.7 times 10 to the power 6. So same, this will give us 3. So we are basically looking for 4,500 divided by 1.75. So doing that, we get about 2,571.42. So approximately our answer is D. Approximately rounded to the nearest dollar, 2571. Then last 2 questions. 27 is saying that global GDP, gross domestic product, was 69.97 trillion in 2011. If the world population for 2011 was best estimated at 6.9 billion approximately, what was the global GDP per person? So because we are looking at approximate, let's make it approximate so that we go faster. So we will say that the GDP is 70 trillion. So 70 times 10 to the power 12. Then it will be divided by 7 billion. So 7 times 10 to the power 9. We are approximating all of them so that we get the value quick. So this will cancel to be left with 3. So we have 70,000. 70,000 divided by 7, which is giving us 10,000. So our answer is D, 10,000. So to the last question for arithmetic. Arithmetic is saying that the runners on a cross-country team ran 5-mile race at an average speed ranging from 4 miles per hour to 7 miles per hour inclusive. Which of the following is possible race completion times for individual members of the team? So time, speed formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Time is equal to distance over speed. So if the distance is 5 miles divided by their completion time, the speed they used, the range was 4. So if it is 4, 5 over 4 would give us, so the time they completed will be 5 over 4. 5 over 4 will give us 1.25 hours. 1.25 hours. In minutes, that is 60 minutes plus 1 over 4 of a minute. 1 over 4 of 60 will give us 15. So 60 plus 15 giving us 75. So 75 minutes. Then the other side was 7 miles. So we have 5 over 7. So that will give us an approximately 0.71429. So multiplying that by 60 minutes, it gives us the time element, which is about 42.86 minutes. So let's say the fastest completed it in 42 because the fastest is the 7 minutes. So 42 minutes. Then the slowest in 75 minutes. So every time that falls within this range is what we are looking for. So from our answers, 48 falls within the range. 48 is 1. 60 falls within the range. 60 is also 1. And the 75 itself, because someone completed in 75 minutes. So our answers are going to be 3. 48 minutes, 60 minutes, and 75 minutes. So that is basically it on the arithmetic. Okay. So like I mentioned, so this is basically how they are going to coin all the topics on arithmetic. So they can ask you a question about their running so that you find it within this range. If your question comes like this, you'll be able to do it because you know how they put it. So this will help you to tackle every arithmetic question that comes. So if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that you can get notified when other videos are uploaded on the other topics, algebra to advanced quant. See you in the next video.